Hey guys, Brian, Cody, and Doug Cloutier back for another Disc Golf Examiner disc review. We got a disc today, Cody. What is it?
We have the Dynamic Discs Getaway in not one, but two plastics. We have the Lucid and the BioFuzion Plastic, Brian.
Yes, and so it's going to be really interesting to see how these two discs fly together. Cody, just in general, the Getaway, what did you think of it?
You know, right out of the box, it's an overstable fairway driver. It's something that you're going to be able to rely on. It's going to fight the wind, and you know, you're going to get a reliable Hyzer finish, whether you throw it forehand or backhand.
Yeah, and Doug, what did you think of the disc?
I thought the disc was overstable, but if that's what you're looking for, it was reliable and carried that the whole way.
For an amateur player, it's going to be way more overstable than...
Yeah, the AM arm, it came out overstable. I couldn't turn this disc over. That one's a little less stable.
Awesome. Well, let's just see how he came to those conclusions. Started off by going to the profile.
Let's check it out.
The Dynamic Disc Getaway in the BioFuzion and Lucid Plastics have a slight dome to it. It's a little bit deeper rim for a fairway driver, in my opinion. The width of the rim is pretty controllable, you know, as most fairway drivers are. And the Lucid Plastic has that slippery, controllable feel, while the BioFuzion Plastic had that nice tacky, grippy feel. For like wetter weather, I think it'd be more beneficial. The Lucid Getaway has this really cool ghost stamp. I don't see a lot of ghost stamp discs that much, and this one has a really cool skull logo on it with really cool chains in the background through the eyes and things. I really dig it. The Lucid Getaway, when thrown on a Hyzer into a headwind, it still held up reliably and Hyzered out the entire flight. When I threw the BioFuzion Getaway on a Hyzer, even with the headwind, like the Lucid, it held up in the wind and Hyzered out the entire way.
When I released the Getaway on a Hyzer, it held the Hyzer the entire flight. It even gave me a little extra skip at the end. When I released the BioFuzion Getaway on a Hyzer, it carried the Hyzer the entire way. It wanted to flip up a little more in the middle, but gave me less skip at the end.
When I threw the Lucid Getaway on a flat release, it held straight for the majority of the flight and Hyzered out just slightly at the finish. When I threw the BioFuzion Getaway on a flat release, it carried nice and straight, but it was more of a pushing Hyzer, and Hyzered for the majority of the flight and then had a little skip at the end.
The Lucid Getaway on a flat release flew flat and then Hyzered at the end for the finish and skipped. When I released the Getaway in BioFuzion Plastic on a flat release, it hung out to the left, it went straight and then finished off to the right.
When I threw the Lucid Getaway on an Hyzer, it wanted to instantly fight out of my hand back into a Hyzer. It had a slight skip finish at the very end. When I threw the BioFuzion Getaway on an Hyzer, it was a little bit more understable than the Lucid Getaway. It held straight pretty much the entire length of the flight.
When I released the Lucid Getaway on an Hyzer release, it was very difficult to get it to turn over, and it just stayed straight and then Hyzered at the end. When I released the BioFuzion Getaway on an Hyzer, I was able to get it to turn over more, so the BioFuzion Plastic is less stable than the Lucid Plastic.
And that's how we threw the Dynamic Disc Getaway in the BioFuzion and Lucid Plastics. As you can see, the BioFusion's a little bit more understable than the Lucid. I mean, just a tad. It's just there. It's noticeable. So we want to say a very special thank you to Dynamic Discs for sending us the BioFuzion Getaway for review, and we also want to say a very special thank you to the disc store for the Discmember Package for sending us the ghost stamped Lucid Getaway. Pretty cool. So I guess that's going to do. Remember to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube,
And share it.
share it. We love it whenever you guys do that. It really drives us to keep doing these videos. And I guess until next week, keep banging those chains.